Manny, I think I lost all respect for your boy Sheamus because I just wanted to look at him. I wanted to look him in the eye and go, fella, who taps out to a half Boston Crab? I don't care how bad your knee is torn up or how much time's left in the show. The half Boston Crab. A full Boston Crab, maybe. A half? Kind of soft, fella. Kind of soft.
But Serena
Soft.
Deeb defeated Mariah May last week on Dynamite with a half Boston Crab. No, Mariah May didn't even give up. Tony Storm threw in the towel.
Yeah, I don't understand all of a sudden the resurgence of the half Boston Crab. The most devastating move in all of sports sports entertainment and wrestling. It's making a resurgence. This is protected, but the super kick isn't, or the DDT? Blasphemy.
See, I knew you made the thumbnail already, but I didn't see that you'd put it up or loaded it into the deck. So I made a second. Thumbnail, Marcus.
Oh.
The Habibi Stomp is the most devastating move in professional wrestling.
Oh! You know, she would have killed her if it wasn't for her bum knees and that knee brace. Dakota Kai could have killed Live Valkyrie live on television if it wasn't for her damn shingles. I don't think shingles were her bad
Shingles is not. Shingles is like chicken pox.
I know. I couldn't think of the word I wanted to use. But shingles seemed a bit. I know exactly what shingles is. But it just sounded like the right disease with her knees.
I'm trying to even think. Scurvy is what you're talking about. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am Lord Manny Hayes, and I've just brought up a pirate disease. And over there it is
Marcus, the grand finale, who somehow got scurvy, even though he's not a pirate or has nothing to do with boats. I don't even know how that's even possible. I guess it's contagious. So he slept with that pirate lady. I hope that was a lady.
I've been hanging out with Natty too much.
Oh, yay. I am the boat, and now you have scurvy.
There isn't any major news stories. It's just Jerry Lawler wasn't re-signed to his WWE on-screen deal. He's still on a WWE Legends deal, so I don't see you seeing the King pop up anywhere anytime soon. But I don't think he's a AEW guy in the first place.
I wanted to see him be announced as All Elite, Manny. And then he gets to do commentary with Excalibur and Taz and Shivani. And then, you know, he called Shivani an idiot on the air. And then he yelled puppies at
who?
I can't.
There is no one. The rise of the big T
Harley
women,
Cameron.
The rise of the gigantic boob women are over. It's gigantic asses everywhere.
I know we're in the ass era of wrestling in the world, but I think old fake big titties are coming back. I think Tiffany Stratton is trying to bring it back. Big old fake titties.
He may be trying to bring it back, but
Harley
Vince
Cameron
McMahon does not exist anymore, so it's not important.
Aw, I'm a titty sympathizer, Manny. Bring the titty back. And that has been your Sharpshooter's Minute. Of all the things to clip, Marcus goes, bring the titties back.
Speaking of, there is no show on Thursday, so unless some incredible breaking news happens.
Yeah. The Dark Lord returns. It finds out that he was innocent this whole time, or his lawyers have found a loophole, and now he's back running all of WWE and has bought AEW, and he's even stronger than ever. That is the only way there will be a show on Thursday.
Yeah. So
let's be live from Afghanistan breaking that news.
Let's get into Monday Night Raw, where it opens with the Judgment Day. Priest says all is good in the Judgment Day. They hug it out. Finn Balor is excited about getting a first-round bye in the King of the Ring tournament, where the Prince becomes the king. But Scrap Daddy Adam Pearce says, well, Drew may be unable to compete. In his place will be main event Jey Uso.
You know that's bullshit. Let Finn get his bye. He's been around for a long time. When's the last time somebody got a nice bye in there? And I don't think it should be main event Jey Uso, even though he was screwed out of his title match with every member of the Judgment Day showing up anyway. I just don't think it was right. I don't think it was right. What say you?
Well, I thought it was right, given that they screwed him. So it's only fair. And I texted you last night that this show will be judged on the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried to do the France yeet, but it wasn't even close. Even Cleveland tried to do the yeet. I feel like they did it better than where was it?
Hartford, Connecticut, Manny.
Yeah.
Well, Hartford is full of a bunch of stuck-up rich people, aka the McMahons, and everybody else. So I don't expect them.
You can't send me that middle of the show.
I got to see you before the show. But I, for one, am really upset that I forgot what I'm upset about. I'm not really that upset. I don't think I'm that upset at all. I forgot what I was even thinking about. I lost my train of thought. Well, anyway. Oh, yes. They didn't bring it. They just showed the video of France to start the show and how it's the greatest intro of all time with Jay and the fireflies around and bombing and jumping and weaving. And then you get this sad, piss poor, lip dick edition of that moment. And you go, America, you let us down. You let us down with this.
I tell you what Americans wouldn't let you down. If you put a sold out Swiftie audience in there, they would have rocked out. They are coordinated. All of them people, all of the Swifties, I don't know how they do it because the rest of America are uncoordinated when it comes to things like this in a crowd. But all of the Swifties are coordinated. I feel like they go into the arena, they connect into a socket, and then they
they run plays. I can see them on whiteboards. They're full administration. They are better than any organization you could have ever worked for. The communication is on point. They share. Now, on the flip side of that, the Beehive is a disorganized mess and is filled with chaos, but somehow they're still more organized than America wrestling fans.
Yep.
I want that war. Forget this Kendrick and Drake. Let's go with the Battle of Titans, Manny. Swifties. Beehive, the war that would change the world.
Marcus, we can't do that.
That's the end.
You can't do that. One, because there will be deaths involved.
Absolutely.
Two, the female population will go down, which means it'll be even harder to attract a woman.
Yeah, there'll be ew. It will be a lot of deaths. And you'd be like, oh man, a lot of sausage around here. Lots of sausage.
This was a good match. I thought it was a good match. Finn Balor versus Jey Uso. Drew tried to be a distraction, but it failed.
That was the worst distraction ever. Let me walk out the crowd with my injured elbow. Now I'm going to approach the apron. Jay looked at me for a second, but was unfazed because he knew I couldn't do shit with my elbow.
I don't have an image, but Drew looked the freshest he has ever looked. He looked well rested. His hair looked all neat and tidy. Yeah, I was like, where did Drew go? Drew looked like he came back 10 years younger.
Well, this is the first time you didn't see him in his kilt and shit, man. He was wearing regular clothes and, a tank top / wife beater. He just, I think when you get injured, it's more like, okay, I finally got injured. I don't have to worry about getting injured every way my payday anymore. I mean, and Punk is looking fresh these days and healthy and younger and bulkier. And by the way, I would like to give CM Punk a strike and an X for, I believe, I don't believe that man is straight edge anymore. I believe he's on the gas. I've never seen him this big, aka thick, in my life.
Well, to be fair, he was trapped in WWE headquarters all weekend, so he had nothing but working out to do this weekend.
So, Manny, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you believe that he was really trapped, or was that just for show?
I think he was trapped maybe for maybe 2 hours at max, and that was
You
stretched
think 2
out for.
hours?
Yeah, because so the story is he went into a bathroom or a toilet or wherever he went to change out of his
Yes.
suit, and then
Hmm.
he come back out, and then apparently he was just locked in the building, like everyone left. Um,
I don't
and
understand why he decided to change right there and not go to whatever hotel or place where he could have instead of being like, I'm going to save time.
to be fair, if I was in a suit, I would try and get out of it as quickly as possible because they're not comfortable.
Yeah, but you know you're in it for the X amount of time. You can just easily unbutton stuff, unloosen some stuff, take a tie off. You loosen it up, and then when you get home, you can get down, skip to your skibbies, and jump in your bed. That's all you got to do.
Nah.
You got to take your time. You don't just all of a sudden change like, woo! I got to get out of this, or I'm going to die.
Well, you and me all live very different lives because as soon as I come home, trousers come off.
Oh, the trouser free zone. The side fan up. You wear trousers past this point, you need to get the hell out of here.
um,
Sounds like something in Diddy's house.
so backstage, Drew is furious. Of all people, he is replaced by Jey Uso. Pierce told him, "Well, if you kept your mouth shut and didn't tell everyone you were injured, you would have been clear. You would have been fine because no one would have fought to check your arm and say you're not cleared or fit to be in the ring." Then he drives off in a Batmobile.
Yeah. So my thing was, I was watching this with Ryan, and his car was back there, and I was like, that can't be Drew's car. Because the number one thing that went into our mind as being fat man of our resident fat man and big
Oh
guy.
wait, is Ryan? Wait, you can't be the So what? Are you the resident fat man now, or are you still the local? And then is Ryan the resident fat man?
Oh shoot! Well, it's a very difficult job to be the resident black man and the local fat man in your community. So we tag team, and we're the local fat men in the community to represent all the fat men that are going down. It's a tough shift, but as he got into his, I believe it was Corvette or Ferrari, whatever it was, I was
It looked
questioning
like a
if he
black
could fit.
Lambo. Yeah, it looked
Yeah,
like a black Lambo. He's too big to fit in that car, to be honest. His
yeah.
legs seem too long.
I was like, how is he fitting? What? And so he did. He drove off. And I was wondering when CM Punk would call him out later, who showed up in a bright yellow Camaro, or so, not Camaro, but Corvette. I was saying, he couldn't get out that car. He was there. He just couldn't get out that car. He was like, oh, I'm stuck. You lucky bastard. I'm back in the arena, but I'm stuck. I can't get back. I can't make it.
Punk turned up late. He asked where Drew is. Pierce just told him you just missed him, and he said, "Hit my music," and then walked out.
Yeah, he got his wonder shot of driving in the car, pulling it up, and then walking by. My favorite thing about this wonder, seeing Chad Gable cuss out the Alpha Academy on his way. I'm just looking at him
Yeah,
like,
and then dab up CM Punk.
that was some bullshit. That's that bullshit. I've seen my parents do that. Don't you fuck around in here. I'll beat your
Hi,
ass.
how are you?
Your ass. Oh, how you doing, miss? Yeah, you take care now. God bless you. You said another little motherfucking word. I'll beat the shit out of you for these people. That fake ass shit. I can't stand it.
Do you know I've watched enough TV to realize that's not just an ethnic thing because I've experienced that too. But I've watched enough TV to know that is a white thing too. That is universal.
Yeah, it's universal. Everybody pretends that they aren't beating the shit out of their kids when they all were. They all were. It was free range in the 80s and 90s. Free range. You didn't have to worry about shit. You can threaten a kid. You gonna go to social service. I'll beat their ass too. Shit, they probably could. If you do it, I beat your ass. I beat their ass, and I let y'all both go to ass whooping academy together. That's what would happen. Shit. Jimmy says his old boss was like that. I've seen it. I've seen
My
him walk
old
through everybody, just cuss people out and just be like, "Oh, how you doing? You know, this is my pride. This is my pride, people right here." So say hi, Marcus. Hi. You just cussed the shit out of me out. This is bullshit.
my old manager, Lucy. Yes, I'm calling her out.
Out my name.
She would do the exact same thing, and she started the most vicious rumor about me at work.
Oh, vicious.
she told everyone I was adopted.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry you had to.
I told everyone she was an albino.
I'm glad that she broke this news to you, Betty, that you were adopted. You're like, really? Who told you? Cite your sources. Oh, nice albino rumor spread, Betty. I don't know what she looks like or if it can be denied or
Well,
affirmed, but
so she is half white, half Pakistani, but obviously her white features come out more.
mm,
Um,
that works.
so
That works.
her
That works in clutch sometimes.
yeah. And I said, have you ever noticed that her eyes twitches a lot and she twitches a lot and all this stuff? And I'm like, yeah. Lucy's an albino.
Everybody's looking at that. Oh, there's somebody at my job that has a toupee, and I don't know if it's real or not, but it's a rumor that there's toupee. But we all just run with it, and I don't think that person knows that we all look at his hair on a daily basis, going, "It can't be real, just can't be."
You just gotta
And we're
believe,
all afraid to
Marcus.
say, "Prove it." I definitely believe he's bald. There's no way. I've known him for about 12 years. Hair hasn't changed once. Phenomenal. But he has a very attractive wife for a man in like his 60s.
Ooh. Uh, so
Like
Punk
he's
comes
literally
out.
living the Vince McMahon life. But legally.
If he's
Yeah.
working with you, he ain't that rich. So how has he got this? How has he obtained this woman?
I don't know. It's gotta be the hair. It's gotta be the toupee.
Marcus, you got to start asking. I don't care about Raw anymore. It is one of the greatest Raws I've watched this year, but I'm invested in this story. You got to start asking questions, Marcus. You got to ask about his hair care routine, everything.
No, I'm not. It's been too long for me to go on. I think he knows I'm onto him because I always look to my right and go, this dude's living a
Okay.
fantasy. She must be a prostitute, right? He just can't be. He can't be winning in life like this.
Is she an American citizen?
Good question. Unsure. I'm going to say yes now, but also the question is he a legal American citizen as well?
Okay, question. People of Marcus's job that watch this video,
No!
please leave your comments in the comment section below.
They don't even know. It's the underground of the job, man. This is the underneath.
CM Punk apologizes for being late because he got locked in WWE HQ headquarters over the weekend. He suggests what if he stays until Drew comes back. He suggests that everyone tweet Drew McIntyre, and if he isn't a coward, he will turn around and come back to the ring and catch the beating he deserves. CM Punk says, whilst Drew said he prayed for Punk to get injured, he picked a fight with the pettiest man on the roster, possibly on Earth.
Yes. You know what? He's in the running. But it's hard for him to say that when you're dealing with Kendrick Lamar and Drake or beefing, and as Bessie would call it, aggressive pose with rhythm.
I don't even think he's the pettiest man in wrestling because I still think that may be Hulk Hogan.
No, he's the stupidest. Hogan might be the dumbest and the most fraudulent man in wrestling. I'm not gonna give him petty.
It dawned on CM Punk that Drew McIntyre for the last few weeks has been trying to be him. So he asked Drew, does he hate him or does he hate himself? Because
Ooh.
Drew is a choke artist. He states next time he sees him, he's going to break his face. And
Wait a minute, man. You can't walk over the great line. Drew's a choke artist, but not like me. I'm a different type of choke artist as a telepath. Tell him. Which had me laughing because, he's old Mr. Chokey. Mr. Jungle Boy. He turned Jungle Boy to a man that day.
He turned Jungle Boy into a star. What are you talking about? Jungle Boy is he choked Jungle Boy into the main event scene. It came with 8 months of banishment. It came with 8 months of banishment, but look where he is.
Look at him now. A scapegoat. He has merchandise.
He weakly punched Tony Khan in the gut, and Tony Khan insides exploded.
Yeah, I still don't know how he took that fall like that. It's just, I'm afraid to get punched in the stomach because if I fall backwards like that, I'll be like, oh, Tony Khan was right.
Yeah, but I don't think a gut punch should make you fall backwards. A gut punch should make you go clutch.
You go forward,
and then you go forward.
Yeah, you don't go backwards. The physics of it made it was like looking at a video game and you go like, oh, that's a glitch.
No,
way you fall that way.
It's like anime when you have an overpowered like villain that punches someone in the stomach and they go fucking flying.
Yeah. Like,
but the way Jack Perry hit him did not exert the amount of force that an anime character would bring out.
Yeah, the way Jack Perry hit was a poke to the stomach. It was like it was. Imagine a Pillsbury Doughboy going down from that. Because it was all woohoo, and he laughed. But Tony Khan took it as if he was hit the stomach with a shotgun in a John Woo movie, and which is
the way he hit him. It was like the play hits you would hit your friend with when they say something on the longs of "you suck," whatever, you suck.
Yeah.
It's not even that hard.
Yeah. Oh, buddy punch.
Io Sky took on Natalya. I thought this was all right. Io hit the moonsault properly for the win.
Yeah. I think Io's time to evolve to a new move. I remember back in the day when Lita was doing a moonsault, you go, wow, that was impressive. Or Big Bad Vader was doing it. I just feel like, you are a genius of the sky. There has to be another move.
But that's the only really thing she does out of the sky, though, isn't it?
For the most part, she got some springboards, but most of the time, those springboards.
She doesn't really do the springboards as much. It's mostly the moonsault.
Yeah, it's now just all moonsault. She's 100%
like, okay.
Moonsault City.
Even if you showed a video package of her being the genius of the sky, all I remember is her jumping off the War Games cage with a bin on her head.
Yeah. Genius. Oh. Maybe she's figured it out, Manny, that, you don't have to do a 450 or a shooting star press or an elbow off the top. The most devastating move you can land on anybody, the moonsault. And that's why she's a genius of the sky. Anyway, she beats the hell out of Natalya, who's having a rough go this week as losing underground and now getting beat up by Io, who apparently has no aspirations to be champion anymore, but wants to win this Queen of the Ring. Io.
Well, no, if you win the Queen of the Ring, you get a title shot.
Yeah, but, I think she had that.
No, and Dakota put everyone on notice. Dakota, at the end of the match, decided to put everyone on notice.
You know what? You put people on notice so much, I don't ever notice anymore. I put everybody on notice.
She put Raw on notice.
You know what? I'm coming in hot on the Shop Cheers this week. I would like to put everybody on notice this week in the podcasting world. You hear that? You hear that, podcasters? Dutch Mantel and Bischoff and Conrad Thompson and Vince
You
Russo.
Can't point out the people we don't like.
Huh?
You can't just point out people we don't like. Come at the good ones too. Come at the good ones too. Van Vliet.
Van Vliet. You don't notice Ryan Satin. those cultaholic fools, you're on notice as well too. Everybody on notice. The podcasting world is on notice. In fact, I'm going to take it to a stretch further. The people on Busted Open, that's Sirius XM, you're on notice.
Hey.
TMZ
I don't mind
Sports,
the Busted.
You're on notice.
I don't mind the Busted
Street
Open
Channel,
lot.
You're on notice. I'm putting it all on my notice. All the wrestling media.
Marcus, you don't want to call out the Wall Street Journal because they dig out skeletons.
I can be like, well, sure, you did find that body I killed in '94. I was 10 years old. I didn't think anybody. Shit, I was a part of the Great Chicago Fire. You got me. You got me, you sons of bitches. That's cool case.
Marcus started the LA riots.
Yeah,
you don't want to call out the Wall Street Journal. WSJ, we take that back. I don't speak for Marcus.
I would like to. I meant the National Enquirer. I'm sorry, I did not mean to go that far. Let's call it truth. Let's call it truth.
And second of all, I don't mind most of the cast of Busted Open Radio. It's just Mark Henry and Tommy Dreamer. Those two can go to fuck off. Go to an island and fuck off.
Well, does it mean I hate you now? I put you on notice.
Yeah.
Like if I was, let's say, Manny, you saw someone walk down your street. Let's say you was chilling, you just walked by, anybody, and you go like, "Hey, buddy," put you on notice. You think they're gonna get offended?
Yes.
They're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Is that a compliment? You notice me? Who are you? Fuck off! I put you on notice, pal. I put you on notice, buddy. I'm just so sick of it. Every week, someone's putting somebody on notice. Or putting the Rock Locker Room on notice. And I'm not just talking about WWE. I'm talking about all brands. All wrestling. Someone's on notice. I'm putting everybody.
She said that she was standing in for Asuka, who is injured at the moment, and she'll take on Bird Lady Lyra. She sends warnings out to Jade.
The last Bird Lady.
The last Bird Lady. She sends out warnings to Jade and Bianca and Becky because they're taking everything, whether they like it or not. And we got the what chance, Marcus? We got the what chance? This is 3 strikes.
Ooh, I don't even remember what the other 2 were.
No, just straight.
Oh, the crowd.
This is straight 3 strikes, Marcus, because I knew this was going to happen at some point. We've gone from Lyon, France, which was possibly the greatest crowd ever.
Yep. You know what? They overstepped a little bit. I don't even know half of them watched the show. They were so busy singing and chanting and carrying on. Felt like I was in a Disney musical that didn't stop. Everybody was singing.
That phenomenal chant was stuck in my head for that. The rest of yesterday, Sunday, that phenomenal chant was stuck in my head.
Oh, see, you lucky you got that one. I got the 2 count chant. Whenever I hear 2, I just have Nakamura. Where the hell they're chanting?
So we get Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov.
Yep.
Why was this so good, Marcus? Explain to me why this was so good. I knew it had the potential to be good, but I didn't expect banger.
Yeah. Manny, when we saw this card last week or whenever they advertised the Raw,
we went, "Oh, Backlash!" Yeah, we were like,
"Oh, Raw's delivering. Raw's delivering." I was waiting for this one because I was like, Ilya's gonna beat the chest off of Ricochet, but I believe they were gonna have the best match. Ilya does all his work against best work against black people, and I'm saying that right now. And you may say, "No, Marcus, he had matches with Gunther." I believe I have evidence that Gunther's 3% African American. I don't know how I got this information. I just know Ilya works best with black people.
Marcus, it's only because it's a PTSD of whoopings when you were a child.
Maybe it is. I have reminiscences of Daddy. Stop!
Who told you to touch the stove? I don't believe I told you to touch the stove. Who told you to touch the stove? Who told you?
You
Huh?
know, you,
Huh?
and then you just look at him. You could have, if you didn't hit me before I answered, I could have told you. Mom told me to touch the stove so we can preheat dinner. Well, then go man, sit down there. Shit, what it's like to be a man.
I was going to ask you how about that dive, but there was way too many of them.
Yep. Ricochet dove all over the place, but it was a very physical affair as well. It was like when Dragunov would get his offense in, it was just like, oh, he's killing him, and then Ricochet would get all pretty with his dives, jumps, and kicks, but they also looked effective. I am shocked that Ricochet didn't come out with his new speed title of any kind, but I think that
Well,
is for
it's
kids
just a
and
Twitter
only it's
title.
supposed to
Yes,
be.
it's
Yeah,
just a Twitter
he's
title.
never.
It's an X title.
It's not canon. Does that not count?
No, so it's an online title. I don't think you're ever going to see him really bring that on Raw. Because they highlighted it on Raw that he is the speed champion, but I don't think that it's going to be a thing where it develops any storylines because there is no real storylines for that thing anyway. It's like 5-minute matches.
3-minute matches, Manny. And I have this question for you: over or under this title lasting to the end of the year that they stop bringing it up? I think it's just going to disappear at some point.
I feel like they're not going to mention it on TV, but there's a deal with Twitter for content on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it that they're producing for. I think they're
No,
being paid to produce content for.
no, but I don't see it lasting that long. I think it's just going to disappear one day. And
I
we're all
think
going to be like,
thing is,
well,
I haven't watched any of it on Twitter. Have you? I
not
ain't
a
got time
single
to.
second. Not a single second. I don't care if it is called speed. Not a single second. And here I go devoting all my time again to Kendrick Lamar and Drake and their beef. I'm devoting way too much time into this. Way too much. Yeah,
I've started reading manga, so I need to stop.
Oh, you're backwards reading, aren't you?
Yeah,
We
I'm
all
reading
go
the
through that
weirdest.
phase.
I'm reading one of the weirdest ones as well. It involved the Turbo Granny and stuff like that. It's so weird.
Ooh. They only get weirder. They only get
It's
weirder.
so weird.
There's never a normal manga where you just go like, oh yeah, these are normal characters I can explain to you. No, Turbo Granny. She has a jetpack in her ass.
No, she came out of a cave. She came out of a cave.
Boy.
And then said, suck on my teats. And then let me devour your schlong.
Manny, that's it. I'm done. Don't tell me anymore. Don't. Oh no, Manny, that's pornography. Good old fashioned mangas.
Manga's interesting. Yeah,
it's the wild world to live in. Yep. That's teat. That's how I would spell it. She's hideous. I was not expecting that face.
Where are we? Zoe Stark versus Ivy. Now the match was kind of just there. Bron Breakker was not happy Pierce leaving him out the King of the Ring, huh?
I was worried Ivy was going to win that match. I was like, she has no business doing this.
Neither does Zoe Stark.
Well, Zoe is a much better wrestler than Ivy now. Ivy now is a barely a step, and I'm gonna say it's barely a step above Maxine Dupree, who I think might be the better wrestler.
But Maxine Dupree has developed a moveset and is not as what's the word?
Green?
What's not green?
Green?
Do you know when her mobility she was just so stiff, like she didn't move well. It was like everything was very
she's fluid.
She's fluid now. She's a little bit more fluid now. Before she was very green and stiff.
Yeah, and uncoordinated.
Uncoordinated also.
Yeah.
It's not hentai, Jimmy. Hentai is something completely different, and it's always blurred.
And I bet you it involves some tentacle monster. Always a tentacle monster.
Do you know, I really wish to be just in the mind of a Japanese creative at some point. Like, why are we going here? Why this? Who likes this?
Yeah, who is? Let's say hypothetically, Mr. Japanese creator of this hentai manga, hypothetically, right now, if this tentacle monster existed right now, and you walked into a room and you saw a woman get all her holes filled by a said tentacle monster, you'll sit there and watch that. You gonna watch that and have a good conscience after it? No, you're not. So don't make it.
And also,
Bad
why is the tentacle monster a cut tentacle cum monster?
Yeah. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Can you get on past American hentai? I'm sure it does exist. I'm sure it does, but I can't
sure
think
it
of
does.
I'm pretty sure it's all business, man. All business. People with time and having normal sex.
Priest tells JD he'll be dealing with Braun Strowman. Dom brings Carlito into the clubhouse, but Priest is instantly unhappy that Carlito cost him his moment in Puerto Rico. Carlito needs help, but Dom says, "Hey, man, he'll come around."
Dom needs to bring people to the clubhouse.
Wait. Hey, he'll come around. If you believe in
but again, stop bringing people to the clubhouse, Dom. You can't do this. Although plot twist and behind the backstage photo, Liv Morgan is fucking this man. It's ridiculous what's going on. I think it needs to stop. It needs to stop. He is the reason for the mustache. He is the reason. Rhea, get your
man. Chad Gable versus Big Bronson Reed. Sammy causes the DQ, but Bronson Reed leaves them both down. Pierce waiting for him in Gorilla. The Talking Barrel says he doesn't care about all of them. All he cares about is the IC title.
I thought he was gonna say all I care about is trying to get my breath right now. Ooh. That's all I care about.
It's a long walk.
It was a long walk and about 2 minutes of wrestling right there. Woo. Just if you're a doggy, just looking for an oxygen mask right now. I'm tired. But we're gonna get this triple threat, and I don't think I'm clamoring for it at all. I don't really care. I'd rather just see Gable and Sammy go 1-on-1 with a great Dukaroo or something.
Well, as you said, just putting Bronson Reed's name on this triple threat just shows me signs of when Big Show was also thrown in triple threats, where he'd get hit and then he'd fall to the ring on the outside and just lie there for eternity while the other two work.
Yeah, and my question is, who is the current Big Show professional wrestling right now? It's got to be somebody. And you can't say Omos because he's not featured enough.
Well,
just some guy, just big guy threat.
There was really no one until I would say he's not really had a real match yet. Strowman's back, so you would assume it'd be him. But since he'd been gone, there hasn't really been a dominant big guy like that.
Yeah.
Unless you want to include Dijak, but I don't consider him one of those guys.
No,
because I see this man jump off the top rope, so I can't consider
this man's limber.
He has a springboard and stuff. I can't consider him one of those guys that are like big man monster.
Yeah, maybe it's out of we have to wait to find that out.
Next year's draw.
This week either.
Next year's draw, he should go back to the NCAA. I think he's still got some.
Just a little bit of eligibility.
Becky Lynch lists Alba Fire as being someone that she's looking forward to face, as she was the longest women's champion in WWE modern history. She also puts over Isla Dawn, Kiana James, and Lyra Valkyria. She says she's the better woman won at WrestleMania. Liv Morgan interrupts because she was insulted because Becky didn't mention her and she's tired of being overlooked and underestimated. Marcus.
But I've given her a little credit, okay? I bumped her up, okay? She's improved. Okay, Liv, are you happy? You've improved. And I also am on your side because there are things you are doing lately that I support. And number one, you're fucking dominating my theory.
See, I knew where you were going with that. I just knew already where you were going with that.
Yeah. And
Liv wants a title match. Go on.
Number two. Oh, well, you can finish her saying her speech. But number two is her saying, I'm out in this jumping.
Yeah. Yeah, but Liv wants a title match. Becky says she can have it at the King and the Queen of the Ring. Whilst Liv has a long list of accolades, she's never beat her. Liv said she was missing her purpose, but now she's realized what it is, and she can finally beat Becky, and that's getting revenge on Rhea and taking everything she loves and becoming the new Women's World Champion. That's when Damage Control comes out with a reminder who really runs Monday Night Raw. Clearly, it's not the Judgment Day anymore.
Yeah, Damage Control's in full control now.
Liv escapes the ring, leaving Becky alone in the ring to face off against Damage Control, but Lyra makes the save.
Yeah. Few things. If Liv's able to do the I'm going to drop down, roll out, and laugh, Becky, you had the same opportunity. You had the same opportunity. You didn't have to take the ass whooping from these Damage Control. You didn't. So I'm not judging Liv with this. And Lyra, how dare you? Have you not been watching? Would you not watching that segment? How are you looking at her when you walk by? What the hell are you doing? How did you not see that? How did you leave
I mean, that's just good babyface shit. That's just good babyface shit.
What's your problem? I died laughing when she looked at. What the fuck? Why would you do that? You guys stood back to back. I would be upset if I'm Becky. Like, you know what? We may have our differences, but fuck these women that are about to beat our ass, try to beat our ass. We gonna beat them up together, and then you bow out like that. You know, that breaks my heart right there. That would have broke my heart.
Nah, Marcus. If I've learned anything from the way Bianca Belair has been talking to Bayley on SmackDown, you don't want to fuck with Damage Control because you may end up in a feud with them for over 2 years.
Yeah, Bianca's just had enough. You can't take that anymore. That woman's done damage to her core character. I would like for Bianca to come back 10 years. Let's go fast forward 10 years from now. And there's a segment where Bayley or Asuka or EO is walking by and you just see her with the stankiest look of like, I fucking hate them so much. I still fucking hate them. Like Bianca's old now. I don't know why I'm giving her all cigarette voice. Like she's like one of the Patty and Selma from the fucking Simpsons, but I hate Damage Control. I hate the motherfucker. I spent so many years just fighting these fucking bitches. It's like the Autobots and Decepticons. We just fuck that.
Well, you know how we made the story of Keith Lee's sandwich keep getting stolen, and he just keep going, y'all need to stop fucking with me. This is the stage Bianca is at. This is the stage Bianca is at with Damage Control.
Yeah. Like the way Bianca thinks about Damage Control, I bet you there are a bunch of impure thoughts of murder going on every night. Like I can see her and Ford in the middle of the night. It's a random, August. Just August, they're just cozying up in their bed. And she just like starts hitting him. And he's like, baby, what I do? And she just goes, fucking Damage Control, man. You probably stood up for, where were you when they were whooping my ass for 2 years? All I needed was one man. Like, just boost the asses. You just let that shit happen. Baby, that was like 5 years ago. I don't give a damn. Fuck you. Go to the couch. Go to the couch.
To be fair, he has just cause too. He's been rage riot by the sex mad, sex fiend couple on go by Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Where was she?
That's lightweight. That was lightweight.
That ain't lightweight. That ain't lightweight.
All these people you feuded with, Montez, all of them have been fired. That means you're greater than all of them. You and Dawkins both. Handle y'all business. You have Bobby Lashley in your corner. And then you got B-Fab. Oh, she cussed him out over some B-Fab. You got B-Fab helping your ass. That's why I never helped you. You got B-Fab. She's enough. You just asked me to help you with Scarlett Bordeaux. But you going to have B-Fab who you know can't do a motherfucking thing. So you kiss my ass. This is the reason for divorce. This is why there's a divorce still has.
Lyra Valkyria does take on Dakota Kai. This
Good
match
match.
was I would say it was in that okay to good category for
Yeah, I
me.
gave it good.
I mean, that Habibi stomp was disgusting.
Yeah.
It really was. I was just like, from the angle they first showed it at, I was like, okay, it didn't look that devastating. When they showed it from the front, I was like, she just straight curb stomped her with a springboard.
Yeah. It was in this match, Manny, and tonight on Monday Night Raw, where I guess maybe Dakota Kai was featured a bunch. I think she had about 3 segments, where I said, can I make money off Dakota Kai? Is that what's going on here? Is she
No, you
evolving
can't.
to someone that might be going to the main event of the women's division? Is she
I
being
think
elevated to that?
I think they may push her a little bit, but I don't see her as the one.
I don't know. She could be that. She could be a big bad heel. She can rule the world. It's not gonna be
I
EO
don't
because
think
everybody wants
so.
to cheer EO.
Do you know, I put Dakota on the same scale as Kairi Sane, where they're a little bit too small, so you can throw them around a little bit, like they're
Yeah,
nothing. So big people moves look more devastating when you do them to them.
Kyrie's the best of that, male or female. Of just being like it used to. That spot used to be held for like Rey Mysterio or something.
Yeah,
But as the little guy that you just toss around and just basically kill. But I think what you call has that spot took it. I think she has it a lot. Kyrie.
yeah. We go backstage. Well, Lyra defeats Dakota, and then we go backstage, and Kofi is sitting casually in the back in his locker,
Yep.
saying he has to win the King of the Ring for Woods because Gunther took that away from Woods.
Took it away. He's going
Where's
just
your
2 times.
aspirations, Kofi? What happened to your aspirations? You just give up.
They gave him the belt. You get the belt one time, and all of a sudden you feel full. Where's that hunger? Where's that desire? Although I saw it, I was like, damn, are we getting main event Kofi Kingston back? Because he sounded serious.
He did sound serious.
Promo as he sat in the dirt and then turned away like this at the end of it. And now the cameraman had to wonder, are we done here? Does he have more to say? Kofi, are you done? Are you just gonna be left in all of your thoughts? And why is that match not happening on TV and happening some random ass house show? I want to see Rey Mysterio and Kofi Kingston. Damn it!
I kind of don't.
These are 2 legacy guys.
I don't think. Yeah, it is, but I don't. You shouldn't really. You shouldn't. I don't think that's going to be that good of a match. And they already did face versus face with Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov, and that Kofi Rey Mysterio match is not going to hold up against that match.
I don't know. I think you underestimate the power of Rey Mysterio and Kofi
Much
Kingston.
like how I don't want to watch Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega. I think that's the same reason that not on TV either.
Yeah, well, that one has a really good reason. Who you got in that off TV match though? Either Kofi or Ray or Shayna or Zelina. I got Zelina beating Shayna.
I think Kofi wins. I think Carlito gets involved in that on a live event.
On a live event? He's cheating somebody on a house show? That's going too far. That's going too far.
And then then obviously Zelina's gonna lose. There's no way she's beating Shayna Baszler.
Oh no, she's last year's Queen of the Ring. I think she's gonna advance. Good brackets, though. Good brackets. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these brackets though.
Yeah, but I saw the men's. There was the men's side bracket. I hope that changes because that doesn't look nearly as strong as the Raw side.
Well, if I'm correct, are we leaning toward Dragunov versus Gunther in the Raw finals?
You would hope that. Correct? Yeah, you would hope that. But then after Kofi's promo, I'm like, where does this go?
Do you really want to see Kofi get his chest exploded again? I don't think that's
Yes. Yes.
Well then, Manny. I
Kofi is
see
a
where
man
you're
of
at.
petty. Kofi is a man of petty, and if you've seen him on Up, Down, Down, every whooping he gets in real life, he deserves it.
That's true. That's true. We deserve heel Kofi Kingston, by the way. One time. Just one run. Mr. Paul Levesque, please, sir. One heel
Have him
Kofi
turn on
run.
Woods, please. Have him turn on Woods.
I don't even have to be a Woods. Woods don't even have to be involved. I just want to see him talk shit to
No, Woods
people.
needs to be turned on. Woods needs to be turned on.
Like if Kofi was in the Chad Gable position, I think I would relish that segment even more. I like Chad. Chad's great. Chad's doing a fantastic job. But I think petty ass, sorry ass Kofi Kingston from Up, Down, Down would be amazing in this position.
Nah, I don't even want that. I
And
want big
hilarious.
money. I want big money Kofi
Yeah.
Kingston from the New Day podcast.
Yes. Give us a TNA run or AEW run when you're a heel. I think TNA would let him do it. AEW here just be fighting random people. Kofi Kingston is Shibata this week.
AEW, he would be a heel, but you couldn't really tell.
Yeah, it's just people are gonna cheer him, and he ain't gonna really say anything. You see him once every 4 weeks. You're like, oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Be Jay Lethal. Like, what is his character again, Jay? What's his character?
yeah, and where has Jay
Where the hell
Lethal
have you
been?
been? Yeah,
Kane, he ain't ever coming back. He ain't ever
coming back.
He isn't.
They always come back. They always
He
come
isn't.
back.
He isn't.
Coming back. You gotta
He
believe.
isn't. No.
You gotta believe, man. Don't bring that Knicks Jets energy over to Big E's neck. Don't bring that there. Don't bring that London and WrestleMania never coming to London energy here. Big E's coming back. You gotta believe. Enough people believe that neck will heal itself.
How dare you even suggest that the Jets are on the same level as the Knicks? The Knicks are worse.
It all blurs into the failures of New York to me. The Mets, the Knicks, the fucking Jets, all of that. Yankees always a successful thing in New York. Yes, including Spike Lee.
The one time the Jets nearly did something, Mark Sanchez was the quarterback.
And we all know how that ended because no one even remembers Mark Sanchez unless they're thinking about the damn butt fumble. Those are the glory days of the Jets. Revis Island and everything. All that shit.
Yeah, then Revis had to go and betray us and go to the Patriots and win a ring and then think it's all hunky-dory. Fuck off, yeah. Jared Darrell. I believe in your island. Fuck your island.
Did you watch the roast of Tom Brady? I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, me either.
I heard he didn't like a certain Robert Kraft joke, though.
Yeah, massage joke. And apparently Giselle's upset about jokes. Rich people need... What do you think a roast was? What do you think's going on here?
Well, Giselle divorced him. It's fair game.
Everybody's here breaking your balls. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
It's fair game.
Yeah. Don't care if you're the mother of my children. This is a roast. Anyway, continue.
Then we get Sheamus versus Gunther. Whilst this was good, it's not Clash of the Castle good.
Manny, why would it be Clash of the... This is on TV.
Yes, but Marcus...
Clash of the Castle good.
Marcus, don't
TV.
sell me it.
You gotta pay for that good shit.
Don't sell me it as it's going to be... Is that this is going to be a classic. The way they were selling it to me was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. Oh, this is going to be the best thing you see all year. Was it? No, it was a half Boston Crab, Marcus. He attempted it twice.
The sum of the match of half Boston Crab is disrespectful to this match. It's 100% disrespectful. Manny, this was a good, hard-hitting affair. Yes, they may have had better. But I'm just saying, it was a really good Raw main event that I appreciated a part of the Gunther and Sheamus quadrilogy feud that they've had. Okay, I appreciate this in the pantheon of Sheamus' career. And you know what? I don't know how he lost all this weight and all this time, but it seems like Sheamus is back already. Doesn't make sense. I've been like this for 100 years. I've been on a diet for 60 years. 60 years I've been on this diet, Manny, and I'm still the same fat ass weight. Sheamus goes on diet for like a week, and all of a sudden he's back chiseled and made of stone. Bullshit.
Well, I weighed myself today. I'm officially under 14 stone, which in kilos is 88, and I think in pounds, I think I'm about 190 something now.
Ooh, look at you. Look at you. You're a middleweight now.
Yeah, I can no longer compete. I can compete in the Cruiserweight Classic now.
Yes. Manny is 205 and live.
I'm under 205. I'm under 205. Yeah. I always make weight.
Call out Cedric Alexander right now. Call him out.
Now I'm calling out Drew Gulak. I'm coming for you.
I don't know if you want to do travels. I don't know. He may pull your
you don't know about my
and drop you on your head.
He don't know about my ailments.
You go like immediately goes for your knees and ankles. You go, God damn it! He did his research. He's going, what research? Single leg takedown. Fuck. But I enjoyed Sheamus and Gunther. I thought it was a worthy Raw main event for a show that was probably one of the most focused and better shows of the year because that King of the Ring carried all of this. Everybody had the King and Queen of the Ring carried all of it. The show seemed like it had purpose and it was moving along. And this is probably one of the most entertaining King of the Rings I've had in a long time. And I know it's just round one.
So how would you like, because they seem to have set up a lot for King of the Ring already. So they've set up 2 title matches for King of the Ring.
Yep.
It looks like I would prefer if we got the 2 brand finals and then the main finals. That would be what? That would be 4 matches, 6 matches for the King of the Ring, if you can count the men and the women. So that's 3. So 2 semifinals, 1 final for both. I would rather that than have the finals on Raw and then the one side of the bracket on Raw and SmackDown, and then we just have the 2 matches.
I agree, but I think we're going to get the finals on SmackDown and Raw. The Raw side of the bracket. I'd rather have their finals on the pay-per-view, like you said. At least give me 2 matches in the same night instead of the 3 like they used to. But we'll see.
But then that gives reason to Gunther or Dragunov not actually winning in the King of the Ring because I'd be fucking exhausted if those 2 are in the final.
Yeah. Oh no, it would be hilarious seeing them have one more match going like, oh, they got to fight after that? They got another match? You got to fight. Well, SmackDown brackets hasn't been revealed yet, but
the SmackDown bracket don't look good. I think it was released. They accidentally showed it on the show.
Oh, so I know it involves LA Knight or something.
Yeah. Let me find it.
By the way, I just have flashbacks of people like at airports who was like, you can't have my ticket, and Manny just went, nope, can't find it.
So it's AJ Styles.
Let me check. Don't have it.
AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, okay.
LA Knight versus Santos Escobar. And then Bobby Lashley versus Tama Tonga.
What? Tama Tonga's in it?
Yeah. They haven't announced a women's. But that side of the bracket was kind of shown. I don't know if it was shown accidentally on Raw.
Oh. I missed that part. But Tama Tonga and Bobby Lashley is intriguing. Other than that,
I don't really want to watch it.
Yeah. I want to see what Tama Tonga does with Bobby. It's a different matchup, never before seen on American television ever or anywhere. So Randy Orton and AJ just
I
seems
think
like two
giving
old
away
guys
too
going
much.
at it.
I don't think they should be giving AJ Styles versus Randy Orton in the first round.
Well, they've done that match how many times already?
Yeah, but I
So
don't need that. I don't need that to be a first round match. Yeah, I
Randy's
don't
going
think
to
so.
lose.
I don't think so. I think there may be changes to this before we even get to SmackDown.
Yeah, probably so. Shenanigans are going to happen in the Randy Orton and AJ match. I'm assuming A-Town Down Under will interfere or something.
They have no reason to interfere in that one. In AJ.
Are they feuding with Kevin Owens and Randy somehow?
I don't know, but Logan Paul has to factor in this somehow.
He's the U.S. champion. I'm assuming he's going to have a regular match on the show. Because I'm sure he's going to Saudi Arabia.
I mean, he has to.
He's
They
Prince
love him
Frank.
over there. I can't wait. I can't wait for how silent Saudi Arabia is going to be. So if we for any reason get Gunther versus Ilya Dragunov in Saudi Arabia, it will be like the UK NXT UK match where there was no one there and just pure silence and just two men beating the hell out of each other.
It's just
ah! That match was violent.
Yeah.
And the fact that you know that match during the pandemic, people weren't even aware of it. It was like when you discovered like a new Japanese movie or something, and you tell someone about, hey man, you got to check this film out.
Hey, check this out. What the fuck these guys doing? And you just go, oh, put on the match of the year. They're just casually having a match of the year in front of nobody on
That
a
was the
show
discussion
that no one
we had
watches.
with Eric. That was the discussion we had with Eric, because Eric wasn't aware of what was going on in NXT UK. But we said you have to watch this, and then it turned into a conversation about Rampage Brown.
Yep, that's normally what every NXT UK yeah, we were talking about this, and then all of a sudden Rampage Brown showed up, and I thought,
if he never got injured, I reckon he'd still be under contract.
Yeah, but rest in peace, Rampage Brown. No, he's not dead, but you are missed. You are appreciated.
And you know
anyway,
what? The work I see.
We started the show an hour early, so we can end on time. We're going through the 30-minute range of.
I think after the work I've seen Nina Samuels do on the independent circuit in the UK, I feel like they should have kept her on. She is a true heel. People genuinely hate her.
You don't hate her. She makes you cookies and shit.
I can never hate women that make me food.
Exactly. Not you. Now, if you said all of a sudden cut you off, Manny, I would love it. That's the ultimate heel turn and betrayal.
That would be betrayal.
What is
cut me off? She cut me off.
Screw you. Oh, it hurts so much.
I start turning up the shows dressed like this.
Well, Manny, please have pants. Please have the pants.
I come in with two knee braces too.
Don't know if you're Dax or Dakota Kai.
Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons is now rocking 2 knee braces. Nikita Lyons is now Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right, so that is the end of today's show. Me and Marcus will be back with Eric this Saturday, if there is a show, because there is no show this Thursday. Is there an ETE tomorrow?
There's no ETE tomorrow. Barring international incidents, there is nothing coming out until Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, so there is no show on Thursday. Let's just put it out that way. Something outrageous needs to happen for us to have a show on Thursday.
Yeah, and it's on schedule flood, and this is maybe breaking news to Manny. Toward the end of May, somewhere in the beginning of June. There may be a little bit of a hiatus due to me not having internet and moving out and stuff. So we will
Yeah,
see how this all
we're
works
aware of
out.
that. I think we're aware of
Yeah,
that. I think maybe the last show, maybe the watch along of King and Queen of the Ring, and then we'll probably go on
yeah,
hiatus for a bit. So Marcus gets his move and his internet sorted.
yeah. Because Ryan is threatened. He said the internet's is going to be off like May something, May 20 something. And he's like, you're going to just have to deal with it. Because I'm shutting it off. I'm shutting the studio down. So we will see where things lie. But you know what? I know you learned a lot from this show today. Hentai porn, toupees, Care Bears, pettiness. But if you do take anything with you, push that pettiness out the street that we have projected here. Whether it's Manny name dropping Lucy and calling her an albino, or if it's
Should have said
me
I was
questioning the
adopted.
person's hair. Yeah. But you knew it wasn't true, Manny. You knew it wasn't true.
I knew it wasn't true, but you know what happens when you target me, I target you back.
Yeah. It's always a retaliation shot. Manny could have been shot in the head 2 weeks ago in the streets. Somehow that person was shot in the back by Manny, who said, I anticipated this moment. Some staring at guys shooting. They're like, what the hell? This pettiness never ends. And now
Don't pick fights you can't win.
Yeah. That's the lesson you learned today. Especially for you, Becky Lynch. Liv, you did the right thing. Get the hell out of there.
She got that quick. And yeah, so we'll be back on Saturday. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't. And if you've made it this far, you owe us money.
Yeah, donate to the show. WrestleMania is in Las Vegas. Get Manny to Vegas. $1. $1. Jimmy can do 20 by himself. Jimmy has done 20 by himself. All we need is $1 from just one of you subscribers out there, and Manny will be on his way on a flight to Sin City itself, Las Vegas, Nevada, for the grandest stage of it all, the granddaddy of the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania 41, where he can watch The Rock versus Roman Reigns, and what I think will be a classic affair of good versus evil.
And then if I'm sitting next to Marcus, I'll be like this because we'll be in the cheap seats.
Yeah. But you know what? It's going to be a good old time. I already heard a bunch of people who are already going. It's going to be a packed house, and people are excited for no reason. There's no reason to be excited for this WrestleMania
Well,
coming up.
I think
story
it
last
might be
year.
one I think it might be one that we have to go to as a
Yeah.
unit.
That's a unit. That's a unit. Here we are to WrestleMania 41 in Vegas, and not Minnesota, suckers. You never get your WrestleMania in Minnesota. You never. But you're probably going to get the NBA championship this year.
But what if you wanted to go to Minnesota and watch WrestleMania so you could freeze your Rastafarian nays off?
I'm not seeing my nays off, okay? Okay? No. I'm not Jamaican boss letter.
I'm watching Cool Runnings today.
After Manny finishes his manga, Cool Runnings. Just to bring things back to reality.
I see power. I see pride. I see a badass mother.
We ain't gonna take no crap from nobody. What are you
Yeah, we need to do a watch. We need to do a movie. We need to do a movie watch along soon. We need to do a movie watch along soon.
You know what? The Olympics are coming up, and yes, that's covering the Winter Olympics. But Cool Runnings will be a nice.
There ain't no good Summer Olympics movie.
There has to be one, right? There has to be.
The closest good thing to an Olympics movie is Heavyweights.
Not an Olympic movie at all. In fact, I believe all Olympic movies are Winter Olympic movies, right? Most of them are like, oh yeah, let's do this. It's the Winter Olympics. Yeah.
Oh,
you never
speaking of heavyweights, that I read the Becky Lynch movie. That is the first film Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch watched together as a couple before they were dating. Unique, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's different. It's a classic though. It's a classic.
I
Vince
think I
Miller
think
fights
that
all
has
these
to be on the
fat
watch
kids.
along list. Yeah, that's on the watch along list.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. We out. See you soon. Peace.
And don't tap out to the half Boston crab. I don't care who you are. I don't care what situation you're out in the street and you get into a tussle with somebody and you're out the alley and that person puts you in a half Boston crab. You pass out from the pain. You do not tap out to the half Boston crab. You tap out to the full Boston crab only.
Marcus, my leg is free. I will swing that up and hit you in the nuts.
I would too. I would too. Seamus, you had options. You had options. You didn't have to tap. You didn't have to tap. You see those people in the bleachers? They're disappointed at you up there. They're disappointed at you in the
That's only
223 section.
that person right at the top of 223 is Marcus.
Yeah. No, I'm just above those guys. We're just above those guys.
Yeah,
When
so
you
on that
see
note, we
Sting,
out.
look to your right, and then you will see us in the bleachers. You see that dust in the corner over there, baby? That's where I'll be sitting.
Oh, we're gone. Peace.
Peace.